Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy Up Next. I'm coming back with another video. Hey, man, look, Mind the Game podcast, LeBron's routine in detail, LeBron and Steve Nash. Let's get it, man. We only gonna watch like 8 minutes, 5 to 8 minutes of this. They're gonna copyright the video, so like 5 to 8 minutes. Just kind of curious, y'all. Let's get straight into it. Let's get it. Let's go.
Today, I got
you know why we're going straight jugs.
Those glasses. I saw those glasses though did tempt me a little bit. I'm not even gonna lie. What you got? What did you bring? What did you bring?
Under strict show budget. I don't remember what it was. It's upstairs. If you want it, we can bring it.
Tell them to bring them down.
Bring it in case
I'll take a look at them. I'll just take a look at them.
Right.
Just in case. I might have a little sip. Or even just had a glass here. It looks aesthetically, it looks great on camera. We want to keep it, you know,
classy, elevated.
Yeah, keep it elevated.
Sophisticated.
Yeah, exactly.
Welcome back to another episode of Mind the Game. In this episode, I got to nerd out a little bit. You know, maybe it's a episode that means more to me than most people out there, but I think it's really fascinating for fans and even fans who played in the league to understand what it takes to survive, to find consistency, to be prepared to play, to avoid injury, to be able to go out there every night and do your job. And so in this episode, I really dug in on LeBron's preparation, how he takes care of his body, how he handles for this stage of my career. You're just like, I feel great.
I have my moments.
Yep.
Before.
So it's good. You're human. You're human.
I have my moments. But I would say for where I am in my career, the years I've played, the miles I've played, the minutes I've played, the games I've played, I feel great. I feel great. And obviously you have months where some months are better than others, depending on the schedule. After games, depending on the workhorse of the game, you know, you're like, oh shit. But it's usually the morning after the game. It's that first step out of bed will let you know how old your ass is. And those are the moments I'm like, Brian, what the hell? And it's usually on the road too. It's usually on the road. You know, you're like, what the hell are you still doing out here? What the fuck are you doing? Why are you out here still?
And where do you feel it? Like, is it like a slight like inflammation, tired legs, back?
Yeah, back, ankles. Yeah.
You know, no one wants to hear this, but I played soccer a little bit. I played the other night, a bunch of guys that are like 25 to 30, 30s. Like, I wake up the next day, I feel like I was in a car crash. That's the only way I can explain it. Like, I don't know how you are still dunking on cats, like running out ahead of everybody.
I don't know either.
You know,
I don't know.
Do you have nights like this happened to me a lot, and you have to learn to deal with it and get it done anyways, where you just feel like heavy legs?
Yeah, for sure, absolutely. Or you know, you wake up and you're headed to the arena and you're like,
I don't know.
It's not going to be tonight.
I don't know if I can do it tonight.
You know, we just I had that feeling right after the break. We shit the bed versus Charlotte right after the break. Back-to-back in Portland. You know, we didn't get to our hotel until 3 o'clock in the morning, and we had a back-to-back versus Portland. They had won 9 of their last 11, and I think the 2 games they lost to was versus Denver. I think they was 11 and 2 over their last 13, so they have been playing good ball. Chauncey had them playing great ball. And you know, I woke up to get treatment at like 11 o'clock. You know, I didn't go to sleep till 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. So I set my alarm for 10:30. I was like, okay.
Is that always hard for you? When you get off a flight, get to the room?
Even at home, it's always hard to sleep the night after a game.
So do you ever go on the road after a game, you fall asleep that last 10 minutes of the flight? You can't fall asleep for like 3-4 hours.
It just killed me on the way back from Denver.
It
was the worst. It killed me on the way back from Denver.
Like,
oh my goodness, it killed me on the way back from Denver. You know, so we're in Portland, and you know, I get my rehab, my treatment. I was like, okay, I have to get my body moving. You know, I can't wait till 7 at night. I got to get my body moving. I get the treatment, the rehab. I get in there, and I get done around like 12:30, 1 o'clock. And usually I catch the first bus, which is usually 3.5 hours before the game. So 7 o'clock game is like a 3:30 bus.
I got to hear about that later, the thought on that. But go on, keep going.
I get into bed at 1 o'clock. I set my alarm for 2:30. It goes off. My body basically says, there's no way you're getting out of this bed yet. So I reset my clock again for the next bus, supposed to be at 4. Yeah. Body again. Long story short, I ended up catching the last bus at 5 o'clock. Like I couldn't, my body would not let me get out of bed. I needed to rest till 4:15. I finally got out of the bed, caught the 5 o'clock bus, didn't shoot pregame, got in, did some stretching, did a little activation in the locker room, got ready to play. And I was like, tonight ain't gonna be the night. And I scored 40.
Yep. You've been there before. You've been there before. You don't panic.
I didn't panic at all.
You don't quit. You're like, it might not be the night. Let me adapt.
But let me see.
Before you know it,
the crowd keep going, start going. The motor gets going. I always say like I'm like a 1965 Chevy Caprice. I just needed a little bit of time on the highway
time to rev it up.
Get going, rev it up, get a little smoke out of the engine. And then I was ready to go.
But it's interesting because all
right, man. I think like that's gonna do it. Let's get ready for the next video. Let's get it. Let's go.